Plaintiff Melinda Evans is suing her ex for $4,214 for vacations, car repairs, and stolen money. Defendant Jared Jones claims that any money the plaintiff spent was the cost of being in a relationship. He says he owes her nothing.
This is case number 209 on the docket, Evans versus Jones.
We have the plaintiff, Ms. Evans, and you are suing your ex-boyfriend, Jared Jones, for $3,794.62 for money spent on vacations, stolen money, and car repairs. And the defendant, Mr. Jones, you are countersuing the plaintiff for $1,275 for the value of your personal property.
Correct.
Okay, go ahead.
Well, I'm here. My ex is a narcissistic, alcoholic, abusive person that really brought a lot of pain to my life.
Yeah.
And
How long have you been with him?
We were together for almost 2.5 years. Took a break in between. He ended up ghosting me, so to say.
Oh, okay.
Part of that.
So after 2.5 years, you broke up?
2 years, yeah. He left, and then we ended up connecting again July of 2018. I'm a spouse of a deceased veteran. He's looking out to me thinking I have money. He came back into my life via email, communicating as far as the money he owes me and agreeing to pay, make payments, asking if he could pay $150 a month and so on.
Why? Okay. Why do you say he owes you money? What happened?
Well, it started, we would go on trips and he'd say, well, I can't afford it right now. Can you put it on your credit card and I'll pay you back a little bit each week when I get paid? So I said, sure. And he would pay a little bit here and there, but then the cost added up.
Okay, so he clearly said, I will pay you back.
Yes,
do we have evidence of that?
Yes, I do.
Where were these trips?
St. Thomas.
Oh, okay.
Virgin Islands. I have pictures.
Well, there you are. And there you are. And there you are on a ferry. It's very nice. Looks like you're having a good time. Mm-hmm. And you're saying you paid for the trip.
Yes.
And he said he would pay you back.
Yes. There's actually 2 money orders as well, which he started to pay back. And on the bottom in the memo, he wrote trip.
You come up here with an amount saying $3,326.
Yes.
That's
airfare, hotel, rental car, excursion.
Got it.
Everything.
What's your side of the story?
Your Honor, I believe she is lying. We first got together back in the summer of 2016. We hit it off pretty well. She just got out of a divorce. So immediately after, we started hanging out a lot, and we would go on trips. I do live paycheck to paycheck. I do have child support, so I never even could afford, you know, an air ticket to fly anywhere. She would say, I put it on my JetBlue card, don't worry about it, we'll take care of it later. Not a written agreement, anything saying you sign this, you pay me back here.
So there's no
contract,
a written contract on this?
Never a contract. We always do it on a whim, because that's what couples do together. I give, she give. You know, then we moved in together, we both contributed to the home. She never asked for money for mortgage and things like that.
She's saying you did pay when you guys got back together again.
I started paying for a trip. I don't know which trip it was. It could have been any trip. It could have been a trip to the Cape Cod for $200.
So why were you giving her money if you didn't think that you owed her money?
She never asked for money for Marco Island when she bought on a nilly-willy. She decided, hey, let's go to Florida. So I started making payments out of the goodness of my heart, but it was never a set amount. She never said, this is how much you owe me, this is how much I owe you.
It's in the emails.
Your email to her, you're saying, I will give you $300 Tuesday the 9th. I get paid tomorrow, not today, as Monday was a holiday. I'll text you tomorrow as to when I'll be continuing to leave money in the mailbox for you. What is the balance you now have remaining? I know your original amount was around $3,600. Okay, these seem pretty clear that it's more than just casual, that in your mind, as well as obviously in hers, there is, in fact, almost a specific amount that you admit that you owe her, and you're just working out the details of how often it would be paid.
She never asked for the money back when we got back together and I moved back in the house.
I agree
I gave her
that
money
the motivation...
$200 every Monday towards her bills. I was working for Uber and Lyft, and I Venmo'd her PayPal, what it is, $200 every week. She never asked for it. I gave it to her to stay at her home.
This is a relationship that went south.
Correct.
Your Honor, can I explain something?
What?
Back in December, I had a work party. I'm a registered nurse. My husband died in the military. I put myself through nursing school after he passed away, which I don't even know how I did it. And I took him to my work party, and he stole from 2 of my coworkers. And I went through court.
What is this about?
Your Honor, we had a case brought up in
He stole from 2 coworkers of mine, so we had to go to court. And there's an email where he admitted that I had nothing to do with it, but I still had to go through court. But he wouldn't even talk to me at the time, nothing.
I'm just going to read from your complaint, which explains the issue that you're talking about. You say in your complaint, in December 2018, I took him to my job's holiday party. I'd been drinking and there were purses on the bar. I thought one of them was mine. Jared told me to hand him my purse. He lied to me, telling me it was mine. A few days after the party, I got a call from a detective. He told me they had video footage of me and my boyfriend stealing wallets from 2 of my coworkers. I told the police I never took any wallets. Jared later admitted in court that he took the wallets. He had no money, so I had to pay back the money that he stole, and I lost my job. And the fine that you had to pay was $738.
Right, but Your Honor, he admitted that he was at fault and did it.
We're both responsible for half.
Did you pay?
He wants me to pay her half.
Did you pay
We
$369?
have till August 9th to make the final payment altogether.
So you're going to pay the $369?
Absolutely, or we'll be thrown in jail if we don't.
The money stolen is no longer an issue because you're both required to pay $369. All right, now let's go to your countersuit. He says he wants property that is still in your place, or you still have, that is his, and he wants it back.
Well, I traveled on train, so I brought what I could. There's some stuff here. Part of the counterclaim that he's claiming I have his passport, I do not have his passport. A car title, I do not have his, like...
Your Honor, my passport was in a Ziploc bag next to her bedstand, next to hers. We
This
traveled
happened
together.
before with him, and I have emails saying about his passport. He's a pathological liar, and that's just the way he is.
Okay, and that's the stuff that is
This
his.
is his stuff, and the other stuff he can come and get. I don't want his stuff.
Your Honor, if she doesn't answer the phone from the police department, how am I supposed to get my TV
I
and my
answered the
Xbox
phone.
back?
My mother is friends with the woman that does the phone.
Okay, so you want whatever is
television, my
yours
son's
at her
Xbox.
place back.
Correct.
So you're ready to give him his stuff
yes,
back, right?
that's his
Okay.
and-
So dealing with the countersuit first, I find that the plaintiff must return the defendant's items. Now, on your basic suit, I do believe that you are entitled, because he does say in the text, admitting that this money was owed to her, $1,650 judgment for the plaintiff.
He trashed my house. He would make racial statements about my biracial children. He made statements because my late husband passed away. He said that my son should be dead like his dad. He puts on a show wherever he goes, and he obviously put on a good show for Jerry, Judge Jerry.
So I guess we're both going to be, moving on forward and make better decisions on the road.
Hey YouTube, check out my new show, Judge Jerry. Now for sneak preview and behind the scenes footage, subscribe to my channel now.